January 23rd through the 28th is NSAA Winter Officials Appreciation Week. Every year, these individuals attend clinics, participate in rule meetings, and take tests in preparation for the season. During the season, these dedicated men and women take time away from their personal schedules and families to provide opportunities for the thousands of student athletes that participate in NSAA activities. Please stand to show your appreciation and give a big round of applause for these outstanding officials tonight: Chad Lyons, Dick Pearl, and Jeff Moore. And welcome to the Southwest Conference Basketball Tournament. Tonight we have the 3 versus 6 seeded games. The winner will take on Lakota. Here is the starting lineups for our visitors, the Minden Women's. Upon 10 senior, number 1, Seth Penzelman. Upon 11 senior, number 2, Rylan Holston. Upon 10 senior, number 3, Carter Person. A 6'4" junior, number 24, Bryson Schwicke. And a 6'2" senior, number 40, Brayden Schroeder. Women's are coached by Carson Bloom, assisted by, along with Tyler Egenberger, Simon McKenzie, and Nick Collins.
Number 1, Trace Hello and welcome to sorry. Hello and welcome. My name is Susan Holbein. I'm going to be announcing the boys' game against Minden. Here's our tip-off, Trey Stevens, and appears number 24, Bryson Schwenka. Trey won, and it goes to Wes Geiken. He dribbles and passes it towards Kai, but Tucker tips it off. Kai has the ball. To number 1's Trey Stevens. Back to number 2, Cooper Kane. And to number 4, Wes Geiken. Back up to the top, Tucker Keith. And back to Wes Geiken across the court to Tucker. It looks like he's going to go for a 3, but he dribbles in for 2, and it's in. Number 24, Schwenka, taking the ball out. Passes it into number 3, Carter Harson. Goes to number 2, Rylan Holston, and back up to number 3. Across the court to number 1, Seth Hauserman. Back to 3, and back to number 2, Ryan Holston. Cross court to number 1, and to 40, he goes for 2, doesn't get there, and rebound by Trey Stevens. Weston dribbles into the middle, back out to Trey Stevens. He dribbles over to the right wing and passes, trying to find someone to pass to. Hands it off to Cooper Kane, still in the same spot in the right wing. He dribbles back out. Dribbles in, passes out to Wes Geiken, number 4. He goes in for 2, and it is no good. Rebound by number 2, Holston for Minden. He passes it to number 1, gets it out to 40 across court, back up to 3, and now to number 1, Seth Hauserman. He goes for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by nobody. It heads out. It is Gothenburg ball. Stevens will take it out. Passing into Wes Geiken. Down to Cooper Kane in the wing. Back up to Wes at the top. Screen by Jorgensen and dribble in by Geiken. The ball is up in the air, and that is taken by number 3, Carter Harson for Minden. He passes out to Holston. Oh, he's stuck behind Trey. Stevens tips the ball, and it goes out. It is Gothenburg ball. Cooper Kane takes it out and passes it in to Geiken. To the wing to Stevens, back up to the top to Kai Jorgensen, out to Cooper Kane. And it bounces off the foot of Tucker Keith. It is Minden ball, taken out by number 40, Braden Schroeder. He passes it in to Harson. Harson slowly dribbling up the court. And Trey meets him. Passes to number 1. He dribbles in and goes up for 2. And it is no good. Rebound by Keith and passes out to Weston Geiken. Back up to the top by Trey Stevens. Passes out to Cooper Kane. He goes for the 3, and it is good. Our score is now 4-0, Gothenburg. Schroeder took it out and passed up to Harson. He picks up his dribble, goes to the wing at Hauserman. Back to Schroeder. Now up at the top with Harson. Excuse me. Ball getting passed around quite a bit. Back to Schroeder. Number 3, Harson passing it into number 2, Holston. Number 24, Schwenka goes up for 2. It's no good. Stevens with the rebound. Dribbling up court. He passes to his right to Cooper Kane. Dribbling in and out to number 20, Bennett Geiken. Back up to the wing to number 4, Wes Geiken. Back out to Stevens and back to number 20, Bennett Geiken. Now out to number 5 and back to Trey Stevens at the top. He dribbles in and passes to number 5, Braden Anderson. He gets the ball to Wes Geiken and he shoots a 3 and it is in. Our score is 8-0 with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. They pass out to number 11, Jackson Schwans, and he shoots for a 3. Anderson stuck at the ball, passes to Stevens back at the top. Out to Bennett Geiken, and now Wes Geiken back at the top. He dribbles in and gets it to Trey Stevens. Cross court to Braden Anderson. He goes up for 2, and it is no good, but there's a foul called. 2 free throws for number 5, Braden Anderson. And here he is shooting his first free throw, and it does go in. Our score is 9-3 with about 3 minutes left on our clock for this first quarter. He dribbles and takes his shot, and that one goes in as well. Number 5, Braden Anderson passes it to number 3. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong lineup. The ball goes out on Minden number 5, Isaac Cohen. I don't really know how to say his last name. Ball passed in to Schwenka. He struggles to find someone, passes to number 11, Ryan. He shoots, and it does not go in. Number 4, Wes Geiken with the rebound. Passes it off to Cooper Kane at the top, and that is a 3. Our score now 13-3 with about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Harson passes off to number 2, Holston. Holston gets it back to Harson. Back to Holston. And to number 24. He goes for the 2 and gets fouled. That is a foul on number 20, Bennett Geiken. That is his first. And Schwenka's first free throw is no good. Here come in some subs. Braden Anderson and Weston Geiken come out, and Connor McCoy and Trey Stevens go back in. And Schwenka's next free throw goes in. Our score is 13-4. Stevens taking it out. Passes in to Cooper Kane. Passes to Trey Rossell and then to Connor McCoy at the top. Down to Stevens and back to Trey at the top. Over to Cooper in the wing. To Kai Jorgensen and Connor McCoy. And then back to Trey Stevens at the top. He passes to Kane and back to the top to Jorgensen and out to number 24, Trey Rossell. He passes it in to Trey Stevens. He goes for 2 and it is no good. Holston to Hauserman, back to Holston. To number 5. and he is fouled and gets 2 free throws. Number 24, Trey Rossell, that is his first foul. The first free throw is in. Kuhn's second free throw goes right off the rim and is rebounded by Gothenburg. Kane going for the 3, and it does not go in. Trey Rossell saving the ball from going out. It is now in Cooper Kane's possession. Back to Connor McCoy in the wing, and he tries to pass, but it gets away from him and goes out on Minden. It is Gothenburg ball. Number 2, Kane taking it out. He'll pass to Stevens. Dribbling towards the right wing into McCoy in the corner for a 3. It is in. Haseman dribbles up and passes out to number 11, Jake Ryan, and he is good for a 3. The score is 16-8 with 30 seconds left. Stevens with the ball. Pass it to McCoy in the corner. Back to Stevens. To Rossell and back to McCoy. To Jorgensen and Kane. To Rossell in the corner. Not much time left to do much. To Jorgensen, and he takes the 2, and it is in. 18-8 with 7 seconds. Number 2, Rylan Holston passes out to number 11, Jake Ryan, and it is in for 2. Our score is 18-10 at the end of our first quarter, and I'll see you guys back in just a second. We are back for our second quarter. Gothenburg is up 18-10 against our Minden Whippets. Minden's going to take it out, and it will be Jake Ryan passing it into number 3, Carter Harson. He dribbles and gets it to Hauserman, who gets it to number 11, Jake Ryan. He shoots a 3, and it is in. Our score is 18-13. Stevens takes the ball, passes it to Geiken. Back to Stevens at the top, to McCoy in the wing. To Rossell, back at the top, and to Geiken, back in the right wing, and Stevens at the top. Back to Geiken. Back to Stevens. He dribbles in, and it is called a jump ball. Gothenburg ball, number 24, Trey Rossell will be taking it out. He passes into McCoy. To Stevens at the top. To Rossell in the right wing. Now to McCoy cross court. He dribbles in and goes for 2, and it is no good. And there is a push called on number 12. That'll be his first, and that's Connor McCoy. Austin Lukemeyer passing it in to number 3, Carter Harson. Back to Hauserman, and he takes the 2, and it is no good. And there is a foul called on number 44, Minden. That will be Braden Schroeder. Geiken taking it out, passing it to Russell, and back to Geiken, dribbling up the court. To McCoy in the corner, into Stevens in the lane, and he goes up for 2, and it is good. Minden's number 3, Carter Harson, is called for a travel, and it is back to Gothenburg ball. Gothenburg is up 20-13 with about 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in our second quarter. Trey Rossell and Connor McCoy come out, and Boone Tiedemann and Cooper Kane come in. Cooper Kane passes the ball to Tucker Keith. He tries to get it to Trey Stevens, but not in time, and Trey falls on the floor, losing the ball. Schroeder takes it out, and Carter Harson will be the one receiving the ball. Harson picking up his dribble early, passing to Hauserman, to number 11, Jake Ryan, then back to Hauserman, and back to Carter Harson. He is trapped by Gothenburg defense, and he goes to number 40, Braden Schroeder, and back to Carter Harson, excuse me. To number 1, Seth Hauserman, who struggles to keep the ball, but manages to get it to number 40, Braden Schroeder, and number 11, Jake Ryan, goes for the 3. It is no good. Gothenburg gets the rebound. Cooper Kane passing it out to Boone Tiedemann in the corner. He goes for 3, and it is no good. Rebound by number 2, Austin Lukemeyer for Minden. Number 3, Carter Harson, dribbling back up the court. Boone Tiedemann meets him. To number 1, Hauserman, then back to Harson. Back to Hauserman, and to number 40 in the corner, Braden Schroeder. He goes for 3, and it's no good. And it is out of bounds on Minden. Gothenburg ball. Stevens will take it out. He passes it in to number 4, Weston Geiken. Geiken to Kane in the corner, and Kane back to Geiken at the top, to Boone Tiedemann. To Tucker Keith, and back to Tiedemann, and back to Kane at the top. Tiedemann has the ball. To Trey Stevens. And he will pick up his dribble and pass to Geiken. He'll take the shot for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Minden's number 1, Seth Hauserman, to number 11, Jake Ryan. He thinks about a 3, but he does not go for it. Back to Hauserman, and back to Ryan. Timeout called by Minden. I'll meet you guys back here in just a second. We are 20-13, Gothenburg's up. All right, we are back from our timeout, and it is Minden ball. Number 1, Hauserman takes it out and passes to number 3, Carter Harson. Harson getting stopped by Tiedemann and Stevens. To number 11, Jake Ryan, back to Harson. He dribbles up and loses the ball to Tiedemann. There's a timeout called by number 40, Braden Schroeder. It's Minden ball. Number 1, Hauserman takes it and passes into Harson. He gets it cross court to Schwenka, number 24, and he goes up for 2, and it is no good. Going out of bounds, number 3, Harson will take it out for Minden. Passing it cross court to number 1, Seth Hauserman. And there's a foul called on Cooper Kane. That is his second. Hauserman takes it out. Gets it to number 11, Jake Ryan. And it is an over and back on Minden. Gothenburg ball. Wes Geiken, number 4, takes it out and passes to Stevens and back to Geiken. He dribbles to the top of the key. Geiken attempts to pass to Boone Tienerman, but is swatted out of bounds by number 40, Braden Schroeder for Minden. And he gets a foul called on him. That is Braden Schroeder's second of the night. Geiken taking it out, passing it into number 5, Braden Anderson. Back to Geiken at the top to Tiederman, and back to Geiken. He thinks about a 3, but does not take it. To Tiederman, to Keith in the corner. Back to Tiederman, to Anderson, and back to Geiken at the top to Tiederman. He goes for a 3 out of the corner, and it is good. Harson taking it out. Passing to Braden Schroeder and then back to Harson. To number 2, Holston. To number 5. There's a fumble with the ball, but number 3, Carter Harson from Minden, recovers it. And there will be a foul called under the hoop. On number 55, Tucker Keith. That is his first of the night, and he will come out, and Kai Jorgensen will come in. Number 24, Bryson Schwenka, will be shooting his free throw. His first is good. Our score is 23-14 with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this half. Number 40, Braden Schroeder, comes out, and Seth Hauserman comes back in. And his second free throw is good. Anderson passing it into Geiken. Geiken back to Anderson. He picks up his dribble and is looking for another Swede to Trey Stevens, to Boone Tiederman. He goes for 3 and it's no good. Rebounded by Anderson. Pass to Kai Jorgensen. He goes up and he is fouled, and the shot is no good. He will be shooting free throws. His first one is good. Here is Jorgensen for his second. It is going no good, bouncing off of the rim. Number 24, Bryson Schwenka with the rebound, passes it off to Carter Harson. He goes to number 1, Hauserman, into number 2, Holston. He goes up for 2. It is no good, but it is fouled. But he is fouled, excuse me. Number 12, that will be Connor McCoy, and that is his second. Number 2, Rylan Holston, will be shooting free throws. His first one is good. His second one is no good, and Trey Stevens with the rebound, dribbling it up the court. He passes to the corner at Braden Anderson. Dribbling out of the corner to Wes Geiken to Connor McCoy in the left wing. Down in the lane to Trey Stevens. He goes up for 2, and it is no good. Rebound by number 24, Schwenka. Passes it off to number 3, Harson. Oh, through the legs of Schwenka, and Trey Stevens dribbles the ball. Anderson thinks about 2, but gets stuck by Minden. Kai Jorgensen with the rebound, goes up for 2, and it is no good. To number 3, Harson. Hauserman has the ball. Back to Harson. Back to Hauserman. To Harson. Back to Hauserman. He attempts to pass to number 2, Ryan Holston, and it gets caught up between a bunch of Swedes and Minden. The ball is tipped away from number 5, Isaac Kuhn. And there is a foul called on number 5. That is his second of the night. That will be Isaac Kuhn. McCoy taking the ball out for the Swedes. To Geiken. Making his way up the court. To McCoy. And at the top, Anderson. Back to McCoy. He thinks about a shot but does not go for it. Picks up his dribble, goes to Tucker Keith, and back to Geiken. To Anderson. He dribbles and back to Geiken. To Tucker Keith in. Back to Geiken. He goes for 3 and it is good. Harson dribbling up the court. Passes to Holston, back to Harson. Down in the lane to number 5, Isaac Kuhn. And it is no good when he goes up for 2, but a foul is called. And number 55, Tucker Keith, that is his second of the night. Kuhn will be shooting 2 free throws, and his first one is not good. Bouncing off the edge of the rim. 55, Tucker Keith comes out. Bennett Geiken goes in. Number 2, Ryan Holston comes out. And it appears number 11, Jake Ryan for Minden comes in. Number 5, Kuhn, his next free throw is good. Stevens takes it out, passes to Geiken. He takes it up the court. To McCoy, passes back up to Geiken. Back to McCoy. Back to Geiken. And to Braden Anderson in the other wing. Back to Geiken. To Bennett Geiken. And he is called for a travel. Minden ball. Kuhn takes it out and passes it into Harson. To Hauserman. Back to Harson. To Hauserman. Back to Harson, and in the corner, number 11, Jake Ryan goes for 3, and it is no good. Bouncing out, and it is Gothenburg ball. Our score is 27-17 in the second quarter. There is 5 seconds left on the clock. Geiken taking it out. He passes into Trey Stevens, who appears to be running down the clock. He dribbles, and Connor McCoy goes for the 3. It is no good at the buzzer beater. All right, I'm Trisha Holba, and this is our first half. We are 27-17. Gothenburg, Swedes up. Gothenburg has 9 fouls, and Minden has 5. I'll be right back for our second half.
I really just couldn't be prouder of the team that we have here. And I don't think there's a better team anywhere. This medical staff, by far and away, is the best medical staff that I have ever worked with in my 20-year career in healthcare.
Son of Jeff and Hillary Schreiner. And Carson Stevens, son of James and Sean Stevens. The team and the coaching staff would like to thank the parents for all your help and support throughout this season. Thank you to all the seniors for all your hard work and dedication to the wrestling program these past 4 years. The Gothenburg Wrestling Seniors.
Despite the risks and the unknown, one thing is for certain. Nurses always show up to take care of their patients. It's our legacy, it's our privilege, and it's our honor at bedside and beyond.
Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty. Their experience, knowledge, and local connections provide the best marketing for their real estate clients. Whether buying or selling a home, it's one of the single most important decisions you will make. That's why you deserve a professional with market knowledge, negotiation skills, and good ethics to assist you. Their team is made up of caring, knowledgeable professionals that work tirelessly to help you with the home buying and selling process. Call today or check out their webpage to learn more. Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty.
Left on the clock in the third quarter. Minden takes a timeout, and we will be right back. That'll be the end of our timeout with Minden still in their huddle. Coming out onto the court right now. I believe it is Minden ball, and number 1, Seth Hauserman, will be taking it out on the sideline. He passes into Harson. Harson dribbles and is stuck. Goes to number 11 in the corner, back to Hauserman and back to Harson, who dribbles to the other corner. Passes to number 5, Isaac Kuhn, gets it cross court to 11, Jake Ryan. He goes for the 3, and it is no good. Rebound by Trey Stevens. Stevens making his way up the court. Dribbles in, passes out to Tiedemann, who dribbles in and passes it out to Stevens, who goes for the 3, and it is no good. Rebound by Hauserman. He passes it up, and it goes straight to Wes Geiken. He is dribbling in, passes out to Cooper Kane. He goes for the 3, and it is good! 42-23 Gothenburg. Number 40, Schroeder, takes it out, passes it in to Harson. Gets it to number 11, Ryan. Back to Harson. And a push is called. On number 5, Braden Anderson, that'll be his first of tonight's game. Minden's number 11, Jake Ryan, is going to take the ball out. He passes to Harson, who dribbles on in and passes back out to Ryan. Cross court to Hauserman. Back to Harson, dribbles in, goes for the 2, and it is no good. Rebound by number 12 of Gothenburg, Connor McCoy, who dribbles down the court. Passes to Braden Anderson, who goes out to number 24, Trey Rossell. Goes in for 2, and it is good. Harson taking the ball back up the court. After number 22, Luke DeMeyer passes into him. He goes to Ryan. Ryan goes for a 3, and it is no good. Rebound by 22, Luke DeMeyer. And it is called a foul on Cooper Kane. Luke DeMeyer is going to get to shoot some free throws, and that is Cooper Kane's 3rd foul. He goes, and the first one is no good. Our score is 44-23. Gothenburg is up with 1 minute and 49 seconds left on our clock in this 3rd quarter. Luke DeMeyer goes for his 2nd free throw. And this one is no good as well. Rebounded by Trey Rossell. Pass to Trey Stevens, dribbling up the court. He passes back to Rossell. Attempts to pass to Wes Geiken, but is kicked off the foot of number 5 for Minden, Isaac Kuhn. Geiken takes it out, passes to McCoy, gets it to Trey Stevens in the corner, back to Geiken. And number 2 of Minden, Holston, gets his hands on the ball from Geiken, and it is called a jump ball. Number 22, Austin Luke DeMeyer, takes it out, passing it in to Harson. Harson dribbles up the court slowly. Goes to number 11, Ryan, back to Harson, into number 5, and he loses his grip of the ball. Trey Russell just happened to be there, and it is Minden's ball to take out. Went off of the foot of Trey Russell. Number 3, Harson passes it in to number 5, Isaac Kuhn. He goes up for 2, it's no good. He goes up for 2 again, it is no good. He still has the ball for a rebound, and there is a foul called on number 2. Not number 2, sorry, that was my bad. On number 24, Trey Russell. That is his second foul of tonight. Number 5, Isaac Kuhn is going in for his free throws. He makes the first one. And our score is now 44-24. And even 20 difference with our score. He makes his second one. Stevens takes it out, passes into Geiken. Dribbling up the court with Kuhn on him for defense. Back to Stevens, back to Geiken. And back to Stevens at the top. To McCoy in the corner. Attempts to pass to Geiken. Number 2, Holston gets a hand on it. Trey Russell recovers the ball, back to Geiken, back to Stevens, and back to McCoy. Back to Geiken. He's got 2 on him. Stevens, and number 2, Holston gets a hand on the ball, goes to Harson. Gets it back to Holston, back to Harson. Goes to number 22. He shoots a 2, and it is no good. Trey Russell with the rebound, passing it off to Connor McCoy. Gets it to Weston Geiken. Trey Russell from the corner with the 3. It is no good. Number 2, Holston dribbling up, goes for the buzzer beater, and it is no good. All right, that is the end of our third quarter. Our score is 44-25. Gothenburg is up, and I will be back with the fourth quarter. All right, we are back with our fourth quarter. Cooper Kane takes it out and passes it into Geiken, and then goes back to Kane. Back to Geiken at the top, into Keith, out to Trey Russell, cross court to McCoy. He shoots for the 3, and it is no good. Number 2, Holston gets that. Rebound goes to number 3, Harson. Back to Holston. To number 22, Luke DeMeyer, back out to Jake Ryan and to Harson. Back to Holston. He goes up for 2. It is no good. And a foul is called. He will get to shoot 2 free throws, and that is called on Tucker Keith, number 55. That is his third foul of tonight. Number 2, Rylan Holston, going for his first free throw, and it is no good. Sub comes in for Gothenburg, Kai Jorgensen for Tucker Keith. And Holston goes for his second free throw. This one is good. Taken out by Geiken. Passed into Kane. He picks up his dribble early, passes to McCoy, then back to Geiken. back to McCoy. And he throws that ball out of bounds, attempting to pass to Kai Jorgensen. Number 22 for Minden, Austin Luchtenmeyer, is going to take that ball out. Number 1, Trey Stevens coming in for number 12, Connor McCoy. Luchtenmeyer passes into Harson. Harson dribbling up the court. Passing back to Luchtenmeyer, then to Harson, then to Holston, and to number 5, Kuhn. The ball goes up, and it is no good. Cooper Kane will grab that rebound after hitting multiple hands of Gothenburg and Minden. Weston Geiken passes off to Cooper Kane and to Trey Stevens, and he attempts to pass back to Cooper Kane. Goes out of bounds off of his fingertips. Minden's number 11, Jake Ryan's going to take that ball out and pass into number 3, Harson. He passes to Holston, back to Harson at the top, back to Holston, into number 5, Isaac Kuhn. And there is a foul called. He goes up for 2. It was no good. And that is a foul called on Trey Stevens. That is his 3rd of tonight. Number 5, Isaac Kuhn, goes up for his first free throw, and that is good. Wes Geiken and Trey Stevens come out. Oh, not Trey Stevens, excuse me. Kai Jorgensen come out. Boone Tiedemann and Braden Anderson come back in for the Gothenburg Swedes. Kuhn's next free throw is good. Kane takes it out, passing it into Rossell, and then going back to Kane. Back to Rossell. He got stuck. Passes back to Kane, getting stuck behind 2 Minden guards. To Anderson, falling out and passing right back to number 24, Bryson Schwenke. Harson has the ball. Passes to number 5. And then a travel called on number 24, Schwenke. And there is a timeout called by the Gothenburg Swedes. Our score is 44-28 in the 4th quarter with about 6 minutes left. I will see you right after this timeout. That is the end of our timeout. And for the Gothenburg Swedes, Cooper Kane is going to take the ball out. He passes into Trey Stevens. He dribbles up the court. Getting the ball clear cross court to Boone Tiedemann, who goes up for 2, and it is good, and he is fouled. He will get 1 free throw, and that foul was called on number 3 for Minden, Harson. That is his 1st of tonight. And his free throw is good. Ball taken out by number 5, Kuhn. Passed into Harson. Passed to Ryan. Back to Kuhn. Back up to Harson at the top. And it is stolen by Cooper Kane on the attempt to pass. Pass to Trey Stevens, and he goes in for a layup, making 2. Minden's number 5 passes it in to Harson. He passes to number 2, Holston. Out to Ryan, and for the 3, it is no good. Rebound was going to be by Cooper Kane. There is a push called on number 5, Isaac Kuhn. Cooper Kane will take the ball out for the Gothenburg Swedes. Passing it into Stevens. Back to Kane. To Anderson, who goes up for 2 but is fouled, and it is no good. That foul was on Harson. That is his second. Braden Winter going for a free throw. Nope, Braden Anderson going for a free throw. And his first one is no good. Going for his second. And Anderson's second is no good. Rebound by number 24. Schwenka then goes to number 2, Holston. Passes to Hauserman, excuse me. To Holston. And to number 40, Schroeder. To number 3, Harson. Then back to 24, Schwenka. And he gives up the ball to Cooper Kane, who passes to Trey Stevens. Back to Kane at the top. Into Stevens in the corner, goes for 2. It's no good, bouncing off the rim. Stevens gets the rebound and passes to Cooper Kane. To Wes Geiken, then Boone Tiedemann in the corner. Back to Geiken. Stolen ball. Holston stole the ball. And there is a foul called on Trey Stevens. Number 2, Holston, will get to shoot some free throws. And he misses his first one. Number 5, Kuhn, coming in for number 24, Schwenka. And Trey Stevens coming out. Holston shooting his second, and that one goes in. Cooper Kane taking it out, passing into Boone Tiedemann, and back to Kane. Dribbling up court, back to Tiedemann. Attempts to go back to Kane, but number 1, Hauserman took the ball, passes to number 2, Holston, goes up for 2 and gets fouled. Our score is now 49-29. And Holston gets to shoot some more free throws. That foul was called on number 35, Boone Tiedemann. That is his second foul. And he comes out, and McCoy comes back in. Holston shoots his first, or his only, and it is good. Kane takes it out to Geiken, back to Kane, back to Geiken, back to Kane. All the way over to Anderson. Out to Weston Geiken, back to Anderson. To the corner at Connor McCoy, back to Geiken, to Trey Rossell. To the corner to Kane. He drives in, goes up for 2. It is no good, but gets fouled. He gets to shoot some free throws. That foul is on 40. That is his third foul. That is Schroeder. And there is a timeout called by Gothenburg's head coach. Our score is 49-32. Gothenburg up with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left on our clock for this fourth quarter. Gothenburg has 9 fouls and Minden Whippets only have 5. It appears that our timeout is already over. And the boys are back to taking the court. Cooper Kane will shoot his free throws. And again, he was fouled by number 40, Schroeder. Kane goes for his first, and it is good. And his second is good as well. Isaac Kuhn takes the ball out for Minden. Passes it into Holston. He dribbles up court, goes to number 3, Harson, to Hauserman, back to Harson. He goes for the 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Gothenburg, Connor McCoy. It is Gothenburg ball. There was a push called on number 40, Schroeder. That is his 4th foul. Wes Geiken takes it out for Gothenburg. Passing it in to Connor McCoy, who gets it to Trey Stevens. Still attempting to make it past half court. There they go. Connor McCoy to Braden Anderson, trying to get to Trey Rossell, passing it out of bounds. Went off of Minden's fingers, and Trey Rossell passes it in to Trey Stevens. Stevens to Geiken. Wes Geiken dribbles in, out to Rossell. He goes for the 3, and it is good. Minden's number 2, Holston, dribbling up the court. He passes to Harson. Over to Hauserman, who goes for the 3, and it is no good. Rebound by Kuhn. He goes up for 2, and it's good. Timeout called by Minden. Our score is now 54-34 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on our clock in our 4th quarter. I'll see you guys in just a second. The boys are back on the court, and Weston Geiken is going to take it out for Gothenburg. Passing it in to Trey Stevens. Down to Tucker Keith, to Connor McCoy, to Braden Anderson, up for 2, and it's good. Kuhn takes the ball out, passing to number 2, Holston. He dribbles up the court. Passing to Hauserman, to Kuhn. He goes up for 2, it's no good. And Tucker Keith gets called for over the back. And Kuhn will get to shoot some free throws. That is Cooper Kane's 4th foul tonight. Not Cooper Kane, excuse me, Tucker Keith. And Kuhn makes his first free throw. He goes for his second, and that one is good as well. Weston Geiken taking that one out of bounds for the Gothenburg Swedes. He passes into Trey Stevens, who attempts to dribble but gets tripped up by Minden. They will call that foul on number 5. That will be Isaac Kuhn, and that is his 4th foul. Now Trey Stevens gets to shoot some free throws. Stevens goes in for his first free throw, and it is good. And now his second, which is good as well. Kuhn takes it out for Minden, and there is a full timeout called by Gothenburg's head coach. Our score is 58-36 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds left on the clock. I will see you after this timeout. All right, our timeout is over. Carson will take the ball and dribble up court. He attempts to pass to number 11, Jake Ryan, but Trey Stevens gets a hand on it and knocks that out of bounds. Ryan will take that out for Minden. Passing it into Hauserman, trying to get it back to Ryan, but Trey Stevens in there and steals that ball away. He dribbles up the court and passes to McCoy. Passing to Geiken, who thinks about a three but does not go for it. Passing to McCoy, then back to Stevens. Over to Wes Geiken. There is a foul called on number 2. Weston Geiken will get to shoot some free throws, and that is Holston's first foul of the night. He misses that free throw. That's again Weston Geiken. Harson getting that rebound, dribbling up the court from Minden, passing, and then passing again to Ryan, who misses his three-point shot. Number 2, Holston gets that rebound, but Wes Geiken knocks that out of bounds. Number 5, Kuhn will take that out for Minden, passing into Harson, going up for 2, and that is good for Minden. Connor McCoy taking that out, passing to Geiken, then back to McCoy, then to Stevens, to Tucker Keith, then Braden Anderson going for 2, and it is good. Carson dribbling the ball back up the court to Hauserman, out to Ryan, he goes for 3, and it is no good. Rebounded by Braden Anderson. Passes to Connor McCoy. McCoy looking for help, passes to Geiken. And there is a push called on number 1 for Minden. That is Seth Hauserman. Wes Geiken shooting free throws. That is Hauserman's first foul. Geiken does not go in, and Hauserman gets the rebound, passing it all the way down to number 2, Holston. He goes for 3, it's no good. Weston Geiken gets that rebound. Stuck by Minden's defense, passing to McCoy. And there is a timeout called. Our score is now 62-38 with 1 minute left on the clock for our 4th quarter. All right, we are back, and number 33 will take that out for Gothenburg. That is Landon Maracek. He passes in to number 11, Jackson Swans. Then to Bennett Geiken, back to number 33. To Sean Mines, who goes for a 3, but it is no good. Number 4 for Minden. Passes to number 20, Levi Losick. Number 33, Maracek, takes that ball from Minden. Sean Mines to Geiken. Bennett Geiken. Bennett Geiken out to Maracek, then back to Schwanz, now to Mines. Out to number 22, Jackson Dom, then back to Sean Mines. Out to Schwanz, he dribbles in, goes for two, and it is no good. Jackson Dom with that rebound, trying not to fall out of bounds, throwing it back in. And that is our game, ladies and gentlemen. Gothenburg with the win, 60-38 over Minden Whippets. My name is Jojo Holbein. Thank you for listening.